Anyway, I won't go live on TikTok. I'll leave it TikTok. Anyway, so people have been asking me. I didn't want to comment on this. I didn't want to comment, but I'll be very honest. Let me be honest. Sometimes it's good to be honest. If into effort feeding. I didn't want to comment because I am against the petition. I'm against the petition. So whatever it is, I am against the petition. Now, this issue of Tonse and the Atashan area at Napup, the other part, I'm not bothered. I've not bothered to master the name of that party. I've not bothered because I knew that the party doesn't have a long life. I knew that both parties actually, the one that Mundubile used and the other one, Kwama KB, I knew they didn't have a long life. I knew that they didn't have a long life. If you remember Kuma first, I was telling Brian to say, Brian, just contest as an independent because you don't have a political party. I was telling Brian, just contest as an independent because you don't have a political party. And whatever I said has come to pass. In this election, most of the things that I prophesied, most of the things that I foresaw, they have actually come to happen. Everything that let me not say everything, but most of the things that I spoke about, they have come to pass, including the behavior of Brian Mundubile. It has come to pass. I told you, Brian Mundubile is not ready. And clearly throughout the campaigns, even at this point in time, Brian Mundubile showed he was not politically ready. I told you Brian Mundubile is being used. Up to today, Brian Mundubile is being used. He's being used. The position that we are in today, I strongly believe. There is a message for. Okay. The position where we are now. Okay. That's I've gotten the message I've gotten here is some good news. Anyway, Brian Mundubile, I said Brian Mundubile is being used, and totally it is just that. Up to today, the position of Brian Mundubile trying to come out strong, what? I mean, that is not Brian. That is Makebi Zulu. That is Makebi Zulu. So then now with this new development, I can tell you that it has no effect. It has no effect to the electoral process. It has no effect to the electoral process. It has no effect. If you want me to be direct, it has no effect to whether a petition can go ahead or cannot go ahead. It has no effect. It has no effect. If a petition is to come, the petition can come. But I'm praying that petition doesn't come. But those two parties withdrawing from Tonse cannot stop a petition if a petition has to come. But I'm insisting that it's not a good idea for anyone to petition. I'm not giving this live so that I encourage anyone to petition. I insist that it is a wrong idea to petition this election. It is very wrong. Whilst I say that, I would tell you that the withdrawal from Tonse has no bearing to this election. No bearing whatsoever. Why no bearing? Because Tonse was not a political party. No one stood on Tonse. No one stood on Tonse. No one stood on Tonse. Tonse is not a political party. So it is irrelevant. I don't even know why it is making news. I don't even know whoever orchestrated it, what they were thinking. I don't even know. Some of these things that you make news, they are useless. They are irrelevant. You know, it's useless. For what? For what? They are withdrawn. Then what? Then what? Tonse has no bearing in the previous election. It has no bearing whatsoever. Makebi Zulu and Brian Mundu, they did not contest as Tonse members per se, because Tonse is not a political party. They stood on that NRP, whatever. That is the party that they stood on. Brian Mundu and Makebi Zulu, they stood on that political party. Whether it belongs to an alliance, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So that news, which some of you are celebrating, I don't even know why you are celebrating it. And whoever orchestrated it, whoever came up with it, I don't even know what you are thinking about, because it doesn't make sense. Unless you just want to confuse people. But for what? I mean, those are useless political antics. That's what I can say. Those are useless political antics, because Tonse was not a political party. Brian Mundubile and whatever they didn't stand on Tonse. So what the heck? The issue is, which is the same. The issue is, now we have NUP MPs, and I believe we also have RP MPs. I'm sure there are there are MPs that stood on RP party where Makebi Zulu was coming from. And then we have a chunk of them standing on NUP. So this is where the issue is. As it is, all those that stood on NUP, they are members of parliament for NUP. They are not members of parliament for Tonse. So there is nothing, it's irrelevant. Whether they are part of Tonse, whatever, it is irrelevant. All those MPs that stood in NUP, they will continue. When parliament opens, they will go to parliament. All those who won under party Yakwama Makebi Zulu, they will also go to parliament. No consequence whatsoever. No consequence. The only challenge which is there is that, you know, these Brian Mundubile and Makebi and others, they got involved. Listen to me very carefully, because you might have to remember this. You know, those people, all MPs, you are safe. All you MPs, whatever action happened to them, just ignore it. It's useless. You will go to parliament. Now, where the challenge comes in is, you know, the activities, these militia activities, these insurrection activities, if some people in this party, these two political parties, because they were together, you know, Makebi stood with Brian on NUP. So NUP and whatever, they are basically being treated like one. At the moment, it's like that. Anyway, if these activities, if some people are convicted, it has a bearing on the political parties. Listen to me good. If some people who are members of either NUP or RP are convicted on these serious charges, it has a bearing on a political party, especially when you talk about terrorism. Yeah, those allegations are very serious. A political party can be deregistered. A political party can be deregistered. So these two political parties, they should be praying, and all those who won on these two political parties, they should be praying that none of their members are convicted on those serious charges. Because if they are convicted, especially the leaders, it is automatic those political parties are deregistered. It's automatic. It's automatic. Of course, I mean, a petition has to be launched, but taken to the High Court, you are gone. The political party can be deregistered. And when a political party is deregistered, hell breaks loose. Wow. Hell breaks loose. For those of you who are on that political party, if your party is deregistered, hell breaks loose. And this is why, from the word go, I've been telling Brian to say, Brian, can you be reasonable? Can you be reasonable? Because if they are not reasonable, if they don't engage, and engaging correctly, the repercussion of that arrogance has far-reaching consequences on many people. If a political party is registered, that's it. So this is why from the word go, I was saying, Brian, be wise. Brian, show leadership. Show leadership. So at the moment, really, Brian needed to be, needs to show that leadership. He needs to show that leadership. In terms of petitioning, by the way, the Constitution does not say it is the person who contested. The petition says anyone. That's what the Constitution says. The Constitution says anyone. Anyone. So it may not necessarily be Brian. It may not be whatever. It says anyone. So those antics that people have been doing with this political party and whatever, they are useless. They are useless. And sometimes, truth be told, this is where also by UPND, you also lose focus. Sometimes by UPND, you start chasing useless things. Sometimes even, attracting problems for yourselves unnecessarily. Your focus now, truth be told, is to make sure that no one files for that petition. How you do it, that is something that you have to find out. If there will be a petition, me, I'll blame UPND. If there will be a petition, Kwashala, it's tomorrow and Tuesday. Petition is tomorrow up to Tuesday. Up to Tuesday, if there is no petition, we are going for inauguration. But if there will be a petition, I'll blame it on you by UPND, because you are focusing on useless things instead of focusing on the real issue. I'm not saying this that no, it's not that I'm saying that they shouldn't be a petition because I am scared that it might overturn things. No. In a way, I'm against the petition is simple. Why I'm against the petition is simple. Because it will be a sheer waste of time. There is no evidence. There is no evidence that can overturn this election. There is no evidence. There is just no evidence that can overturn this election. Then number two, the country at the moment is it's fragile, if I could, for lack of a better word. We don't need to prolong this. We need the president to be sworn in. We need government back in place. We need government back in place because the risks which are, I mean, we just don't know how far. We don't know how far. And there are some interests. There are even foreign interests in this. There are even foreign interests in this. So we can't risk. We can't risk if it means locking the registry. Ukuchisala, I kuchisala. Nga kuchisala chi registra kuchisala. Because we cannot risk the entire country because of some one or two stupid people, selfish people. We can't risk our country like that. And that is where that is where you should be focusing yourself. You should be strategizing to make sure that no stupid petition comes up to waste our time and to risk our country further. That is what you should be concentrating in, not entertaining these guys and no, we have withdrawn. Then what? What bearing does it have? It has no bearing whatsoever. No bearing whatsoever. No bearing. No bearing whatsoever. So the issue is what we don't want now is that petition. And I'm saying that petition is unwise. Not because I am trying to sit on somebody's right. No. Not because I'm scared that Hakainde Hichilema might. There is nothing like that. There is no evidence that can overturn this election. Nothing. But why should we be wasting our time? Why should we continue believing, in this situation that we are in? Why should we continue like that? A country is on standstill right now. A country is on standstill and we can't have another 2 weeks. Remember, budget must be presented in October. So Parliament must open. Look at this. You see this, the situation? Parliament must open as soon as possible because we have October when the budget must be presented. So the more we delay this nonsense, I mean, we can have some governance crisis, and that is what I'm against. So to avoid that, everything must be done, to avoid that. People, because of this democracy. Sometimes democracy is counterproductive. Sometimes democracy is counterproductive, especially in this instance. All this nonsense which is happening, they are not productive to our country. They are counterproductive. Our country is supposed to go back, on track. And here we are busy now, wasting time. This is why we don't develop. And some fool, no, it is their right, stupid. It is their right. A country is bigger than these fools that are talking about no petitioning. You are being foolish. You are really being foolish. You're supposed to look at the country. If you really love the country, you're supposed to look at the country. Not we carry left. No, petition. Hey, democracy, idiots. Oh, sorry. I think I'm not losing. But yeah, I'm very passionate about this. Even this constitution, that's why sometimes some of these things we need to look at. We need to relook at them. You cannot have these kind of situations. I know by UPND you supported this when you were in opposition. You wanted this kind of thing. But now you have seen some of these things we should be, when we are looking at the constitution, we should look at them, from both sides. Both sides, not just looking one side. Because now look, we are in quagmire. Because of this so-called democracy, the constitution, democracy. We need to a budget must come out in October. It must come out. Other obligations will not wait for us. We still need, to do trade. We still need to fulfill other obligations as a country on an international level. If we can ni democracy. No, NUP has withdrawn from Tonse. What is Tonse? Who cares about Tonse? What impact does it have? Right now, if you have got any business to do, start talking to those MPs, those who won PANUP, those who won PANUP, engage them. Those leaders who are saying, now we are leaders of NUP, they should show the muscle to start bringing all the MPs. They should be, if it is to negotiate, they should be negotiating for those MPs. Find a way of negotiating, talking to government and whatever, how are we going to work, blah, blah, blah. So that when Parliament opens, we can at least go there as a nation. We can go there as a unit. We can go there as a unitary. Not Avavale Soku. And I'm hoping Avena Brian will think. I told Brian, you have got an opportunity to change the political landscape of our country. I told Brian, I've been saying this. Brian, you have got an opportunity to change the landscape. The opposition that we had, should not be there, should not continue. You came out number 2, you had so many votes. Why is Brian, not taking that advantage? Why is it not taking that opportunity to unite the country? Why? And what do you have? What are you going to gain? You end up being bruised. Even this party can be deregistered. It can be deregistered. The evidence is overwhelming for those serious charges to stand. Not about whatever. It's a truth. By the very fact that you have some of your members being found with automatic rifles such as AK-47, Mwayamwe. AK-47 is a gun for war. AK-47 is a gun for war. That is why that gun was made. That gun is not that gun is for war. So the moment you hold AK-47, Bwana, it is very hard for you to shed off the allegation of terrorism. It's very hard. It's very hard. I've not said this, I've not come out this explicit, but this is the truth of the matter. And I won't say, that's why I'm getting upset even some of these international organization, international community that are talking too much about this. Even by EU, in your countries there in Europe, a political party having AK-47s, what would you say? In your countries where you come from, you have political parties having AK-47. What would you say? Which country would tolerate that? What would be the intention of acquiring such guns? What would be the intention? So there is no two way about the evidence is overwhelming, and this evidence, can lock up a number of guys. Did you see the AK-47? Oh, fish mulela ndapova at Hamsonda fyabupu for nationally wa bikafedi fyabupu. Didn't you hear the police saying they have gotten AK-47s? Didn't you hear? You think I'm ignorant like you? The police got those AK-47s, and And if, whatever you say, if you want, you can even refuse to say, no, we didn't have, they are not ours. We have got videos. We have got videos with a guy, even me, I have a video where a guy is jumping out of that. So if you say, no, they were not our guns, then they will tell you, bring the gun, bring this gun. Which gun is this one? Can you bring it to show us? Because according to us, it's an AK-47 and this is the one. You are gone. You go in and your political party deregistered and you lose all the membership. You lose all the MPs. So Brian ngabali kwetefia mano. My first paper ngabali fumweni. So I think I've given you the explanation. I will tell you to say just ignore that whatever that news that has got no effect. Whoever orchestrated it, I mean, I'm sorry, he's not a political engineer. I mean, I would not even be wasting my time to bring cameras. They have withdrawn from whatever. Unless they said, no, we have dissolved the party, we have deregistered the party, then that can be news. If they came up to say, we have closed the party, then that can be news. But, they cannot again, because, again, that would be contested in court. So that it has no bearing whatsoever, no bearing. And in terms of petition, any petition. Anyway, let me go. I have to keep to pick this one. It's a very important call. Hello?